Okay, so in the last video, what we did was we downloaded some tools. I want to go ahead and get that tool, make sure it's on and ready to go in your toolbar. You're going to see SEO Quake up there. If it's on, you toggle it this way. This is off, so you'll see it goes gray. This is when it's on, and you'll see it's green and orange, okay? So this is a cool little free tool that you can use for some of your due diligence when you're surveying the land of your, the clients that you might be going against. So let's just kind of go over and look at let's do a quick search for window tinting Eugene as for the sake of this conversation. And what we'll see is, the different searches in the, so this is going to be referred to as our map pack, and then this is going to be referred to as organic, okay? And this is paid. So that's those three different ones, just so throughout the training, we'll say, hey, this is the paid, it says add, or map. This is the map, so it's showing your map, and then this is organic. Just remember that going forward. We're going to go ahead and click on the organic, just for the sake of this. What you're going to notice is you're going to see across the top, and sometimes it has a question mark. You have to click on the actual the question mark, and it will pull up. These are going to give you guys some key data points that I think are really important when you're surveying your competitors. Number one, it's going to show you how many pages have been indexed in Google. I'll show you more on that later. Number two, it's going to show the backlinks that this tool is finding for this site. Okay, so this is showing 2 backlinks for this site. It's going to show Bing's index. I'm not going to touch on this yet. It's going to show your Alexa rank. I will touch on that in the next video or one of the videos to come. And the age of your site, right? So if you remember, in the due diligence process, there's certain things I was looking for. I was looking for number of backlinks for the top few competitors, right? So you would put in the domain name there, and you'd put in the number of backlinks that it's showing. Now, the interesting thing about these tools that you'll find online is that they're not all going to give you the same information. In fact, tools oftentimes are incorrect. But the bottom line is if you can use one tool consistently through all of your research, you're going to have a control. And that control is at least going to give you pretty relevant data. Maybe not perfect, maybe not every backlink has been discovered or every page that's been indexed has been discovered, but it's going to give you stuff like this. This is another thing, when the age of the site. So this site went live May 16th, 2010. So if we remember on our due diligence worksheet, when we're surveying the land, there's an age column. Okay, so the same type of thing. You'd put the age in from today's date to when it went live. So you just put that in. You're going to fill this in for the top 3 competitors. I'm just kind of showing you how you use the SEO Quake tool to do so. So you got backlinks, and then we'll talk about content next. So let's go back over to the site. One of the things I like to do is, I want to see, number one, how many pages of content this business has put together. So that's that business, right? Let's go back to Google and look at the next one in that niche. Okay, so window, same search. If that was the main search I was going for. So it looks like dark side. I can go through the website this way too. So we'll click on that website. So here's dark side, right? So here's where those things are showing up here. So this is their site. Not a bad looking site. They've came a long ways. So we'll go ahead and we'll click there. How many pages do they have? They have 6. How many links? 0. Age 2014. Okay. So right there, guys, you have 2 pretty big differences, right? So why is when we Google oops, I just went through the UK. When we Google this, right, we have number 1, number 2, and here's number 3, right? So let's just compare some stuff. This is like the core components of search. I'm going to go way deeper into this stuff in later videos, but I want you guys to be able to see why I'm showing you guys this stuff, okay? All right, so very interesting. Okay, let's just this is like the best probably example to show you guys. So they have the same amount of pages indexed as old Darkside did, right? And they have the same amount of backlinks showing in this tool. Same amount. Okay. And then this is why I'm having you guys put age in there as a factor. Okay, I don't want you getting spooked that if a site's older, that's automatically going to win. But let's look at our site that we put together. Not only is it older, but it's got not many backlinks, but it's got a few backlinks, and it's got more pages of content, making it more authoritative. So in all areas of content, backlinks, and age, this one's winning. And so it's interesting when you do a search for window tinting Eugene, when you're doing that search, and sorry, for some reason I'm in the UK in my browser, I'm running something. Boom, boom, and boom. So so a lot of times what you'll see is this stuff correlates. These organic rankings correlate a lot to what you see in these map listings. Okay, and so when you're doing SEO for a client, or when you're doing search engine optimization / lead generation for your own lead gen properties, it's really important to do your due diligence and go through exactly everything I've shown you here, and fill out this information. Just take the information that you can grab so easily with this tool now, and fill the stuff out. Now you can definitely go a lot deeper with this stuff, right? So one thing I like to do is I like to actually look at the amount of words on a page. So I'm going to show you something here. We'll just go to like free word counter. Okay. So here's a free word counter. So we'll go ahead and remove all this. And we'll just go over to this first one if we're going to look at this as an example. We're going to copy that. We're going to go back to our free word counter. I like to get an idea, and there's other tools that do this. Some tools have it built in. So there's only 173 words on that home page. Not bad. Now let's go over to, it should be way more, by the way. It should be around 1,000. Let's go to this page. Okay. We got word counter. And this is where business owners really miss the boat, is 37 words. So when Google goes through this and reads about this site, they have very little to read about on this site. And this is generally just a matter of being lazy. Okay. Business owners, including myself, when I did mine, this is years and years back, but it still dominates because I'm still better than everyone else in that marketplace. But this is just a factor of laziness. Why you spend 37 words to tell people about your business, and specifically tell Google about your business, okay? So let's go to the third one, which was here. Not much. Let's take a look. Really, this is what we got. Everything else is not really formatted text, but let's just take a look. We got 35 words. So it's interesting. You look at 1, 2, and 3, and we look at the things that I'm looking for, at least the things I want you to be cognizant of. So one thing we try to do a lot in lead generation or SEO for when we're doing this stuff for clients is we sometimes try to do cause and effect too much, because there's going to be instances where you guys find things and it doesn't make sense to you. You have a site that has tons and tons and tons of content and words on the front page, and maybe even backlinks. And so I want to talk a little bit about that stuff. Anytime you're analyzing any site, I want you to also take everything with a grain of salt, understanding that in a best case scenario, I'd like to have more content, more pages, more backlinks, and a longer age, but not all of those factors don't mean you can't beat out another one. I mean, I've seen a 1 or 2 page site with real good content and some real strong backlinks trump a site that has been around for 20 years that has, really crappy content and no backlinks, things like that. So it's not always cause and effect, but I'm trying to show you some of the main factors. And that's why you see like a tool like this, like SEO Quake. Why would they be giving you these factors? Why would they be talking about these key components? Well, because these key components have a major impact in SEO, and of course, in lead generation, and of course, it's easy research we can do. So use this due diligence worksheet I've given you guys. I'll touch on some of the other stuff inside this worksheet as well. I haven't touched on citations yet, but specifically, the SEO Quake can really handle boom, can handle those three. In addition, I also like, and I think it's a really good way to figure out what these businesses are really marketing and advertising, to click on this 34 pages. And I can literally one by one, I can go through and see, okay, they got a blog. Oh, they got a window tinting page. They got a plastic dipping page. They got a headlight restoration, tint removal. So if I'm going to do research, I want to research number one. I want to research the top dog in the marketplace, and I want to take notes on all these pages that they've done, and I want to do better than them. Okay? And if I'm doing this for a client from an SEO standpoint, I want to go look at the top 1, 2, and 3 players in the marketplace, and I'm going to go and look at what they are putting on their site, what they're talking about, especially if I'm new to the marketplace and I don't really understand. Okay? So super duper special Facebook giveaway. So I can spy on some of their stuff here. Like this is a page. So I could see maybe they're running some Facebook traffic. I could spy on this stuff. Okay. Because it's indexed in Google. Unless you turn it off to the Google index, it's going to be there. So I can literally go through one by one and see everything this business has published on their site online, spy on it, and get the best ideas for maybe keyword research, stuff that I might want to do on my lead gen site or my client site. And this is really cool. And you can really do this with any business. So we'll just do another one here. We'll just do, I don't know. Let's think of an industry. We'll just do dentist. Hit dentist. Okay, so we got these different dentists in the marketplace. I could click on this top dentist here. That's going to pop up. If I was going to do SEO and I was going against this person, I would go ahead and click on this. Okay. And now all of a sudden I can see every page that they've indexed. Dentist Eugene. Okay. Tooth whitening. Kind of strange. Eugene Dentist. So they've kind of done two. They're trying to kind of stuff the keywords in there. I don't know if I like that idea. Eugene Dental. So they're writing entire pages on longer tail keyword terms. And the reason they're doing that is those pages obviously get searched. But let's just take this. Let's do Eugene Dental in our search here. Let's kind of see what pops up. See if that internal page pops up for them. Nope, not as of yet. So that's why I don't always love it as a strategy. Sometimes it can work really good, but I think when you start stuffing too many, you're better off having a really strong homepage and integrating those words, dentist, Eugene Dental, whatever. Okay, those are, to me, that's maybe the smarter thing than having a bazillion pages. I think quality of content trumps just sheer amount of pages that you have. So with that being said, that kind of gives you some of the lay of the land of how you go through and you fill out some of this stuff and use that SEO Quake tool. There's more stuff we'll train on with that tool, but really easy to reverse engineer why number one is number one, why number two is number two, and why number three is number three, at least for some of the key components I showed you. We're going to go into more depth, and obviously the harder and the more competitive the niche, the harder it is to pinpoint everything, but we can go through tons of case studies one by one with you guys and show you and walk you through it, so it's not just all theory, but actual live practical in the trenches, looking at actual business owners and businesses' sites of should you be going into this market or should you be taking on this client. We'll see you on the next video.